Hello boys, welcome back to another session of video tutorials, and this session is meant for class 11th biology students, and this is for 6th February 2021. As we all know, we are into the revision mode and we are revising each chapter in the form of test paper. Already in our last round we have done test paper 1, and this time around we are doing it in the form of test paper 2. And the chapter that we are going to discuss is chemical coordination and integration, the last chapter but very important chapter. Now, as usual, the purpose of doing revision in the form of test paper is double-edged. One, to make you familiar with the topology of the questions. Second, to make you aware of how to present your answers. In what way, if you present your answers, you will get very good marks. Particularly, you have a tendency to write long answers, pages and pages, without any point. Here, we train you in such a way that for 3 marks and 5 marks, you need to write first points. What are the important points of the answer? And elaborate each point. And substantiate that answer with a beautiful labeled diagram. Then you will get very good marks. So don't write stories unnecessarily. So keeping that in background, question 1. Distinguish between diabetes mellitus and diabetes insipidus. Both are diabetes only, sugar disease. Name the hormones of fight or flight. Question 3. Name the hormone secreted from outermost cellular layer of adrenal cortex, brain. Question 4. What usually can cause oversecretion of parathormone in human body? List any 2 effects on the body because of this hormone. Question 5. What is the function of pineal gland? Okay. Question 6. Explain the hormones of kidney and GI tract. This is unexpected question from this chapter, so you expect the unexpected. Question 7. Differentiate between exocrine, endocrine and heterocrine glands. This is knowledge level question. Question 8. Name the T3, T4 components of thyroid hormone. Explain their specific function. Important. And long answer type 5 mark. Explain the hormones of adrenal gland and their action on target tissues in a tabular form. So you need to answer in the form of a table. Now take a paper, start writing the answers. You may take 30 to 40 minutes, and after that compare your answers with the answers that I am providing here with. Question 1, here we go. Diabetes mellitus is caused due to less secretion of insulin by beta cells of isolates of Langerhans in pancreas, whereas diabetes insipidus is caused due to less secretion of ADH, that is vasopressin, by posterior pituitary gland. As the name suggests, insipidus, very very less. Normally, sometimes it is genetic also. Question 2. Adrenaline and noradrenaline. Answer 3. Aldosterone. Aldosterone. It is a mineral corticoid. Mineral corticoid. Okay. And then question 4. Tumors in parathyroid glands causes oversecretion or hypersecretion of parathormone. Due to demineralization, the bones become deformed and are early fractured. If untreated, it can lead to osteosis and fibrosis, cystitis diseases in human beings. Generally we say osteoporosis. Next, question 5. It secretes a hormone melatonin. It reduces the reproductive activity and may also delay sexual development in an individual. So that is the role of melatonin. Question 6th. Kidney juxtaglomerular, it should be glomerular cells of kidney secrete a peptide hormone called erythropoietin. It stimulates erythropoiesis or formation of RBC of the blood. See, very important. And gastrointestinal tract, GI tract, the endocrine cells found in various parts of gastrointestinal tract secrete 4 peptide hormones. See, very important. Not one, 4 peptide hormones. Gastrin, secretin, and CCK, cholecystokinin, as well as gastric inhibitory peptide or GIP, gastric inhibitory peptide. That's why kidney and GI tract also very important. Question 7. Exocrine, endocrine, heterocrine. Differences between the three. Exocrine, it has a duct. Endocrine, ductless gland. And this hetero, it's partly endocrine, partly, it's a blend, mixture of exo and endocrine. Exocrine, secretions are carried through the ducts to the internal parts of the body or target area. Example, salivary gland. Salivary gland has got a duct. Whereas endocrine, 360 degrees they can secrete because they are ductless glands. So their secretions are carried by blood to target organs. Example, parathyroid, pituitary, all this. Mixed one, endocrine part releases hormones into bloodstream while exocrine part into ducts associated with it. Like pancreas is a mixed gland. So it is a blend of exocrine and endocrine. And of course in mouth and adrenals and ovaries and testes. Question 8. T3 is thyroxine. It contains 4 atoms of iodine. T4, triiodothyroxine. It has 3 atoms of iodine. So T3 and T4 based on the numbers. T3, T4 have identical effects on target cells. They are called together as TH, thyroid hormone. What are the functions? It regulates metabolic rate. That's why whenever a person is becoming heavy, WWF, doctors suggest thyroxine levels to be checked. Because thyroxine, more the thyroxine, more the metabolic, faster the metabolic, you feel hungry and you start eating, you become bulky. So it is our putting on weight is directly related to the rate of metabolism. Higher the rate of metabolism, you eat heavily. Then regulate metabolism. Of course, when the secretions are normal stage, it will. And in case of frog, of course, it helps in metamorphosis. Tadpole becomes frog thanks to this. Next, question number 9. Endocrine glands, hormones, principal action, what is the function, and target tissue. Here, the question that was asked is adrenal gland, right? So it secretes mineral corticoids, aldosterone. What is the action of aldosterone? They control electrolytes and water metabolism, very, very important. They increase blood levels of sodium and water. They decrease blood levels of K+, potassium, by stimulating kidney tubules to reabsorb more sodium, more chloride and water and less potassium. Look at this. Directly it is controlling the kidney. So target tissue, as we expect, kidney tubules. Second one, glucocorticoids, that is cortisol, corticosterone and cortisone. They raise blood glucose levels. See, diabetes is directly controlled. They promote gluconeogenesis and also promote liver glycogen formation and breakdown of plasma proteins. They increase availability of amino acids for enzymes synthesis by liver. General resistance to long term. Stress counter inflammatory and allergic responses and decrease antibody production. Look at that. Decrease antibody production. And target area is liver. That's why the glucocorticoids play very crucial role. Next, gonadocorticoids, androgens and estrogens. Concentrations secreted by adults are low. Their effects are usually insignificant. They stimulate development of secondary sexual characters, especially in males. Stimulates, of course, the target area is gonads. Gonads, testis in male and ovary in females. Stimulates elevation of blood glucose by converting liver glycogen to glucose. Hormone rise in blood pressure. Target area skeletal muscles and fat cells. That means the adrenal gland is so important that it is almost controlling all the important activities in our body. So we will see again one more paper with one more chapter, perhaps maybe since we have completed in the form of a test paper. In the next coming week, I'll be revising again chapter wise or in the form of sample papers, so that we will cover all the 22. So far now we have covered chapter wise. Now we will go together because the time is very less for us and you are going to face the final exam. It is better you get training.